Good afternoon. One of the things that we've got to do with our students is tutorials. And I think in the long run with this COVID situation, as more and more of our lectures turn towards sort of online video textbooks, there'll be a long-term push towards being able to provide more tutorial, interaction with our students. However, how do we do this online? And how do we do it online effectively? We can do it over Zoom. And we can just simply have, this is a tutorial in one of my courses, we could provide them the questions and we can kind of ask them on Zoom to kind of do it themselves, and then every so often we can, over the Zoom, give them the answers. I'm not sure that's the most effective way of ensuring that the students actually know what they're doing by what's our role? We could just give them the answers. I'm not sure that's really giving that interactive tutorial process where you kind of go around the individual tables and check to really make sure they know what they're doing. So one of the things you can do is, again, we can use this online whiteboard tool called Miro. This is the website, miro.com. It's free for us academics. And we can basically copy and paste this across and give the students a individual boards to work on that we can view what they're doing in real time. So how does this work in practice? Well, you've got a Miro tool. This is something I created earlier, but it's very simple. You can keep all the tutorials that we did before in in our Word document, and all you really need to do is just drag and drop this into the Miro, and then you can actually choose the page and then copy and paste this across so that it's all pre-laid out for them. Then what you can do, so this is the tutorial sheet that I have for my third tutorial in one of my MSc courses. And then what you can do is you can kind of color code the students in such a way that each student gets a sheet, or perhaps you could pair up the students into 2s or 3s. So I've got 5 sets of students here. I give them a different color or a different name and say, look, you guys are in sheet 1, or sheet 2, or the blue one, or the green one, or the pink one, or whatever. And then the students can be, they could be working out their tutorial in real time. They could be working together. They could be drawing diagrams. So this is electronic engineering. So they could be drawing amplifiers, and equations. V out is equal to hupsty pups. V1 minus V2, etc. And you can be monitoring what they're doing to just double check that they're kind of really understanding. One of the possibilities, it's a bit hard to get them all talking to each other, but they could have a global Zoom where they're talking to each other or talking to the wider class, but then they could be through WhatsApp or WeChat or one of these other methods be talking to each other, and you could just be monitoring how they're getting on, and then you can intervene and you can kind of make comments and say, hey guys, blah de blah de blah. And it's just a start to try to bring back this concept of an interactive tutorial. It's not perfect. There's more that this Miro tool could do, or other whiteboard tools can do, but this is the best one I've seen, and it's a hell of a lot better than just trying to zoom out effectively what's an extra lecture.